Your kids will love McDonald's Happy Meal. It's food and fun in a box. It's a hamburger or cheeseburger, regular-sized fries, regular-sized soft drink, and a McDonald's and cookie sampler. It all comes in a Happy Meal box with games, puzzles, jokes, and a prize.
A prize?
It's a hamburger or cheeseburger, regular-sized fries, regular-sized soft drink, a McDonald's and cookie sampler with games, puzzles, jokes, and a prize.
I've got a Happy Meal.
Nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
We've all been there in our childhood where we've gone through a fast food drive-thru. And we've always wanted a children's meal. And those children's meal, similar to cereal boxes, came with toys. On this episode of the Back to the Past podcast, we're going to be talking about some of those fast food restaurant toys, some of the ones that we may still have, and some of those that we may have wished we would have gotten. So, this is Kevin, and I'm joined, as always, by
Justin
and
Brad.
And here we go down in this little walk back to the past, talking about, again, fast food restaurant toys for children's meals. Very interesting kind of a history here that, I was looking through some stuff. Justin was doing his research, Brad was doing his research, and Justin shared an article from the Chicago Tribune that kind of blew everything that I thought I was finding just completely out of the water. So it really makes you wonder what's real and what's not. I mean,
Are we?
Yeah,
we're not doing a conspiracy.
No conspiracy there. It's like
That's another podcast.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah. It's just kind of interesting because what I was finding, and it also kind of correlated with what Justin had found and shared, but Bob Bernstein was the name that came up more than once. Mm-hmm. So he had a marketing and I guess research firm in Kansas City, which again, I'll go ahead and alliterate here, which was interesting that a lot of the stuff was focused on the Midwest. These are things that you would have expected to come from the coasts, but, McDonald's started in California, but now is kind of headquartered in, Oak Brook, Illinois, or something like that? It's somewhere in Illinois, I think it's what it's called. And so there was a thought that Bob Bernstein and his partner, Skip Rain, got the McDonald's account in 1967. Now that's historical, that's true, that's real. But there's also debate that in 1975-ish or so that maybe Bob had the idea that he got from watching his son reading the back of a cereal box at breakfast, and hey, cereal always came packaged with toys for the longest time. And he thought, maybe I should come up with something for a kid's meal and sell it to McDonald's. Not a bad idea. Could be a big hit. So they came up with that in 75, or actually I think they started coming up with it, and then in 77's when they started testing it in the Kansas City area and maybe even Oklahoma. But apparently it didn't go nationwide until 1979. But then that's where things start getting kind of interesting.
Yeah, because I was trying to find who actually did it, and you do searches on it. Yeah, his name will come up a lot, but then you'll find other people's names, like Dick Brams, who apparently died in 1988, and another Midwest advertising fella who apparently at his funeral was celebrated as the father of the Happy Meal. Which, okay, that's not confusing at all. But then you start looking into it even more, and you find there's possibly a third person who was running, she was the president of McDonald's Guatemala in the 70s, did her own version of essentially what they called Ronald's Menu in the 70s, I think 74, 75.
So her husband, Jose Maria Cofino, founded the first McDonald's in Guatemala in 1974. So apparently in 77, you Yolanda Fernandez created what you mentioned, a Ronald's menu, which contained the hamburger, small fries, small Coke, small sundae. And she added little toys that she bought at a local market and that was packaged on a tray. So there's no box as we know a Happy Meal to be.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's in the article it mentions that there's a kind of like a Hall of Fame kind of thing for McDonald's as to who started what, and there's like the beginning of the McFlurry and some of the other items that they have,
Big Mac stuff like
Big
that.
Macs, things. But there isn't one for Happy Meals, and that's a little confusing. So that kind of makes me wonder if either they don't fully know or they're afraid that if they say the wrong name, somebody's going to get annoyed.
Right, somebody's going to get sued.
Yeah, so it may just be one of those weird things where it might have been a whole bunch of circumstances fell in together with different people, and I don't know. I mean, we can clearly say that there were children's meals before Happy Meals.
Right.
But, I mean, clearly it's the one that exploded.
The gold standard.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think of a kid's meal at a fast food restaurant, initially Happy Meal. That's immediately you're going to think of that.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was getting them when I was a kid.
Definitely.
Still have a few of the toys, not all of them, but, I still have a handful of the various things that I was getting.
Mm-hmm.
But as you mentioned, as far back as like 1973 with Burger Chef, which then kind of was purchased by the group that does Hardee's and Carl's Jr. At least here in St. Louis, a lot of Hardee's moved into old Burger Chef locations. And I only remember eating at Burger Chef maybe once or twice. It was kind of that time frame that they were on their way out as I was kind of getting into being aware of fast food.
Brands
Besides
and such.
McDonald's, yeah.
I will say that if you want very old, like you look at a picture and it really dates itself, look at old Burger Chef pictures. I mean, they look very much of the era that they were. Some of the pictures I've seen from the 70s of Burger Chef, they're dripping with 70s.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the style of clothes, because they had a very specific uniform. Mm-hmm. The food had a very specific style, but I mean, the colors, the designs of the uniforms, the hairstyle, I mean, it is dripping with 70s.
Mm-hmm. Now, you look at McDonald's now, and you look at it, pictures from like the 70s and even before, and then even like in the 80s, their workers were wearing a lot of like brown and yellows and oranges, especially if you look at what the ladies were wearing that would work there. The outfits were so much different. The interior of the stores were so much different than they are now. And I don't know, I guess it's childhood nostalgia thing. I kind of prefer the old style than the now. I mean, some of the ones now look pretty cool, but there is that meme going around that now, McDonald's so many years ago, the happy, upbeat child, and now it's grown into the sad, depressed teenager or adult. Because, so many McDonald's now on the outside, they're kind of a darker, drab, kind of gray with some yellow highlights and stuff.
They've got those, I call them the colors with no names, which is very popular the last 10 years, where it's like, okay, what kind of color is that? And it's like, it's kind of a yellowish, kind of palish, kind of, and in their case, it's kind of grayish, kind of drabby, lighter, medium, dark gray.
It's modern.
Yeah, it's a very,
Right.
the modern colors. And I grew up with McDonald's being a lot of whites, a lot of yellows, a lot of reds.
Yep.
Kind of real bright colors. I mean, I remember the seats on the interior were like red and they had like little M's on them. And
Oh, who could forget the 90s seats in Taco Bell, though?
Oh, with the
The purple
neon,
and the
teal and
Yeah.
oh yeah, I
The
still love that design.
they look like those ice cream custard cups.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I mean it was very bright and upbeat and happy and
It was odd.
It-
Yeah,
Justin,
I mean, it was
a
good.
happier
for them.
time.
I mean that's fair. That is fair. But yeah, I mean now I don't know what else to call it but drab.
Yeah,
I mean it's
it's kind of
darker
depressing.
and-
I don't know. It's
yeah,
not the
it's-
same.
No.
It's not the same. And both Brad and I worked at McDonald's, so kind of have a little bit of a history there.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting that if you, like, when I was in college, one of the things that we had to study in one of the courses, it was short marketing segment we had, but the one thing I walked out of there was your color scheme really is almost picked for you for a lot of areas. And if you're in food, a lot of reds, yellows, oranges tend to be tied in with food.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
orange for the cheese, red for the ketchup.
I mean,
yellow
it's
for
a
the mustard,
warm flavor.
stuff like that. Yep.
It gives you this warm. You don't see a lot of blues and greens with food marketing. Occasionally you will.
Blues are going to be more corporate, like ties and whatnot.
Techie kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
And cold steel. But I mean, outside of like Culver's, which is like blue and white,
Oh, yeah.
you don't see a lot of blues and greens and purples.
I mean,
and,
Captain D's has blue in it, but
Yeah.
it's a seafood.
White Castle.
yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
White Castle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I
Mostly
would,
blue and white with a little bit of what yellowish.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
although I would kind of say them more so now. It's kind of gone more, at least building wise, is white. The logo and stuff is still in blue lettering.
Of course, with them, it doesn't really count because you can smell them a couple blocks away. So you're not even looking for the sign.
It's like, oh, there must be a White Castle nearby.
Yeah.
Which, if you live near a White Castle, they're good. And they're worth going to areas, which there's one in Las Vegas now. Which is kind of surprising because it's more of a Midwest, Eastern kind of chain.
Mm-hmm. And in the South, they have Crystal.
Which, horrible.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
I love them.
They're fine. I had them on the way back after I got done being sick, and
Oh,
they were
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
I'm still partial to White Castle.
I've tried them once
I mean,
or
it's my
twice.
preference, but yeah, I'll take them.
Because they come with, what, mustard on them?
Mustard and pickle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's different.
Not really your
Not
cup
the
of tea.
same. I love just getting regular cheeseburgers sometimes with just mustard on them. And
Oh,
I mean, I don't have any problem with mustard. So, no, especially hot dogs, mustard only.
oh yeah.
I
Everybody
guess
knows that.
we should also give a disclaimer that probably by the end of this, anyone listening will probably want to go eat.
Visit your closest fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
Hungry yet?
I'm not even hungry at all, and I kind of want to start eating
I
some
can
of
already
this.
smell the fries.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, the McDonald's Happy Meal has now been out for 40 years.
Yeah,
So
this
we're-
is the 40th anniversary.
Crazy.
yeah, as we record this towards the end of 2019, just under that window.
And I looking in this article, which if anyone's interested, it's from the Chicago Tribune, and I think it came out in the last year, but they mentioned that Burger Chef had a Star Wars boxes in 1978.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about making a cash cow there.
Yeah,
I mean,
and they got in perfect time with that one.
yeah. Yeah.
Because I think, what was it, the first Happy Meal that had like a promotional tie-in was, what, a Star Trek movie?
That was the first movie tie-in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first movie tie-in was the slow, cerebral, sci-fi Star Trek the Motion Picture, which is, it's not that it's not kid-friendly. It's kid-friendly. It's just, it's way too slow and cerebral for the little kiddies. Unlike Star Wars, a lot more action there.
Yeah, gosh. Can
What
you
a
imagine?
terrible tie-in.
Yeah. Kids would have been like, oh, what's this? Mm-hmm. I mean, unless, your parent said, ooh, Star Trek is better than Star Wars.
That's one of those things. I mean, that movie, I love the movie, but that's a movie that either you love it or you hate it.
Yes.
There's nothing in between.
Yeah.
But I can't. But to be fair, though, there's a lot of children's meal promotional tie-ins for movies that I'm not really sure.
Or even children's toys that are from rated R franchises.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because we
Hi,
mentioned
aliens.
that before. RoboCop, Terminator, Predator,
Aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah.
That early '90s, man. There's a bunch of them.
Quality stuff.
Yeah. Talking about the McDonald's website and McDonald's museums and stuff like that. Just the whole fact that they don't, I mean, they may acknowledge the Happy Meal, but not who was the brains behind it. That is interesting considering, at least as of 2017, they were selling approximately 3.2 million and making like 10 million daily.
It's a sizable amount
It
of
is.
their sales.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive just to think. And then growing up when I was very, very young, I remember telling my mom that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be the person that folded and put together the Happy Meal boxes. And I would practice taking my boxes apart and putting them back together. God, that's horrible.
You can achieve your dreams.
I know. And then when I worked at McDonald's, I didn't have anything to do with Happy Meal because I worked in the grill.
Right.
In the grill?
In the grill. Here down here in southern Texas, right there in the grill. No, yeah, so putting together the Happy Meals was responsibility of
Kevin just
the
had a
drive-thru
stroke.
person. Yeah, I kind of feel that way. Ooh, I feel a little lightheaded. No.
You smelled burning toast.
No, not quite. So the drive-thru person typically put together the Happy Meal boxes or put the toys in there. Is that kind of what it was when you were working there?
I never touched the boxes. I was a grill and
Yep.
sandwich, and that was it.
Yeah. It's like I didn't really think until the last 5 or so years that, you could just purchase the toys without buying a Happy Meal. Learned that recently. That, you don't have to buy the food to get the toy. You can just say, I would like to buy the toy.
I'm probably sure my parents wish they knew that at the time.
Yeah. Now, granted, the toy is still like $2. I forget. It's like $1 or $2, something like that. But you get to pick and choose. Like, yeah, I like the, which ones do you have? Because, some things were collectible. Like whenever they were doing the Super Mario figures a couple years ago, I would go see what they had and get a couple of different ones because they were actually pretty quality toys. Not all of them throughout history have been that way.
Yeah.
Especially in the early days where you would hope to get an eraser or you would hope, shaped like Grimace or something, which that was before my time. This is the early days of the Happy Meal where it was all more like puzzles and stuff. But just looking at the boxes, they had a little word searches. They had all the nice animation and the cartoons and
Sometimes
pictures
they had
and
things
stuff.
you can punch out to make a scene for whatever it is you were playing with.
Yeah.
Like Bug's Life had like a thing where you could punch out the little critters that walk on a tightrope from the circus, the little roly-poly bugs, and you put a little straw for the little tightrope, and yeah, so it encouraged you to play with your food and stuff. Things your parents probably didn't want you to do.
Very creative, though. I mean, you gotta admire or just cringe at the marketing ideas that they were coming up with for this, because it was promoting heavily towards kids.
And they've gotten in
A lot of trouble.
a lot of trouble for that, and they seem to somehow kind of get around it and keep going. And of course, then you've also got some of the things where it's a mystery bag. You don't know what's inside.
I love and hate those at
yes.
the same time.
Yeah.
Like, it's on one hand, it's genius. On the other hand, it's very frustrating.
Maddening.
Yeah, it's like, I only come here like once a week.
What do you mean I got the green one for the 10th time? I want the purple one.
Right.
Especially if it's one of those, because it seems for the most part, most of these were released in like 4s or 6s,
8.
different varieties, sometimes 8, 12. But then you'd have like some of those, like the Pokemon one or
57.
the Furby one, and
Or the Hot Wheels, there was a bunch of
you can
them.
have like 30, 40, 50 different kinds, but they're mystery. You don't know what's in there.
Yeah. Like, I think that's what they did for the 40th anniversary this year. They did mystery toys of some other more popular ones from the past,
Oh, man. I'm glad I didn't know about that.
where you didn't know what you were actually getting, which to me kind of makes sense because knowing that they were going to be a very highly sought after reissue collectible,
Yep.
people would have been, I just want to get this. Or people would go in and, I'm sure still people would just, I want to buy the whole box. Because there's
Yeah.
people like that. And I'm not going to, I've got my vices, my things that I'm obsessively want to just buy.
But growing up, and especially now, I feel like when you do get a figurine or a toy or whatever you want to call it, now you seek quality because you have that money to spend. Whereas as a kid, you just get what's handed to you. And you're not only grateful, but you're just ecstatic that you even got anything.
I got a
so
Happy
when
Meal
you get a Happy
toy.
Meal, you get to eat. Eating is like one of those primeval things that's in our brain, so that's already a happy memory for basically anyone. And then you couple that with something from your childhood, like a toy of a figurine or a character that you love and know.
A cartoon you watch.
Is kind of genius. But back to my point, like, we wouldn't seek out Happy Meals in the same way that maybe we would as kids, maybe, depending on the run of figures. Mostly because of quality. But then again, the quality's kind of went up, so it's kind of a balancing thing.
The only Happy Meal tie-in toy that I wanted to get, that I actually asked my parents I would like to get as many as possible, were the Astro Snicks, which were like little green Smurf figures. I remember my dad actually asked a friend of ours, and I think she may have, and they didn't have kids, but she ended up getting, she brought in so many of these little figures. It was just probably like 3 or 4. I mean, she didn't go crazy. And that I had some. I mean, I already had some by going with them, but then, his friend, she brought a few extra ones. Like, this is cool.
The first time I could remember wanting a whole series of the toys that they released was the Attack Pack series. So for you not familiar with Attack Packs, they're essentially Hot Wheels version of kind of like Baby's First Transformer, where basically you push one button or pull one lever and the whole thing transforms all at once. And it's like an animal or a creature. And then as soon as you let go, it goes back to being a car or back to being a dump truck or whatever it is.
Oh, okay. Hot Wheels released a series of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Those were cool.
They only did 4 of them, so they were easy to collect.
Right, only 4.
That wasn't bad.
They look like monster trucks.
There's some monster truck ones. There's like some ships. They were pretty cool. That was kind of what I was into. Transformers, go figure, right? That's the first time I remember wanting all of the toys of a run from a Happy Meal. I believe that was in 94. If I remember. Yeah, 94.
Yeah.
I remember seeing those in the store, and I thought, boy, that's so... But secretly, I was like, that's kind of awesome.
Like, oh, not bad.
And then a year later, for myself, the first Power Ranger movie comes out. And, well, who better to team up with the Power Rangers than McDonald's again?
Yeah.
And it was all brand new Zords, which it was too early to release the actual one you put together. But hey, I could kind of get them in the McDonald's toys. So here I search out all, what was it, 6 or something?
Yeah. Yeah, so Astro Snicks came out in like 1983 or 84. So here I am, 7, 8 years old. Yeah, probably a little old for Happy Meal toys, according to peer pressure probably at the time.
Yeah.
Who cares? I like these little things. Yeah, they were kind of neat. They were just kind of like rip-offs of Smurfs. It was more of like a
Space Smurfs.
Yeah, they were like, it was like a German kind of toy. So I really don't know how they ended up making this deal with McDonald's. But hey, you never know.
It's the 80s. There was cocaine.
Yeah, probably.
That's all you need to know.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
That's what they say. But other than McDonald's, I would say the toys that stand out to me, or just the movie tie-ins, or just tie-ins of any that for fast food restaurants, I would say Hardee's had, to me growing up, I just didn't go to Burger King a lot as a kid because we didn't really have one close to us. So you go to what's convenient typically. McDonald's and Hardee's were the more convenient locations for us. Burger King was kind of out of the way. Some of the other favorite toys for me, little stomper trucks that didn't have batteries. So stompers are little battery powered trucks in the 80s. So this was in 86 that McDonald's did this partnership. And I think I had just like one or two. I think I still have the one. It's a orange van, which I'm like, cool, a like monster truck van. That's kind of cool. Hot Wheels cars. So they did Hot Wheels a few different years.
Quite a few different years. The first toy that I was just looking up that I remember from McDonald's was a not a funny car, but like one of the drag cars with a big wing, long body, and it had a little McDonald's M on it. That's the first one I can remember pulling out of a box and being like, "Whoa, this is cool! I get to eat and I get a toy."
I know, I mean, as a little kid, that's so cool. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, cool. I just want to go there, not necessarily for the food. I want to get the toy.
And
they had you
back
hooked.
then, $1.99, that's not that much. I mean, I don't know what they were when you were a kid. Were they still $1.99?
It was probably in that range. I mean, they've always been
pretty
fairly
cheap.
affordable, yeah.
Which is like part of the draw, really.
Right. Factoring in all that you would get either a hamburger or a cheeseburger, typically like 10 cents more.
Or chicken nuggets.
Yep. And then you get the little small order of fries. You get the small little drink, your toy. And when I was a kid, it was, we got the little bag of McDonald's and cookies. Which apparently they partnered with Keebler on, I believe.
Oh.
I think. I thought I read that somewhere in all this little research. Could have been wrong. But those cookies were so good.
I am a fan of those.
I can't say that I've had them or remember them.
They used to sell
One of the
them.
two.
They even used to sell them like in a box.
Standalone. Yeah. I
At-
remember them
at McDonald's.
selling them standalone, but I never associated cookies with McDonald's, kind of like pizza.
Yeah.
I remember them in little plastic bags,
Yep.
and I think
You got
they're
like-
shortbread cookies.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, the shortbread I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would get like 3 or 4 little cookies in there. It's good.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you typically have the option to get milk or water or yogurt and
Apples.
Apples,
Yeah.
yeah. Apple slices.
Yeah, I don't even think they have the cheeseburger as an option. Well, I guess you can still ask
good
for
one.
one. Yeah, you can get
Of course.
get a little
Kevin, this is
hamburger, some
America.
chicken
Of
nuggets.
course you can get a cheeseburger and a Coca-Cola,
I get it. I get it.
because Pepsi is not okay.
Yeah. So Hot Wheels cars, those were in '83. I think I still have 2 or 3 of those from when I was a kid. Yeah, those. I mean, they're not. It's like Hot Wheels cars. These are the same thing I can go to Walmart and get, but they're giving them away in a Happy Meal box.
Yeah.
This is great.
Save a whole $1.
Yeah. Astro Snicks, which I already mentioned. So one of the worst ones that I remember getting is called Popoids. Either just little plastic tubes that you got one piece, and you had to like collect more pieces so that you could like put these things together, and they were just horrible. I will probably share a picture on our Instagram, and just so people can see if you're not already doing your little search now.
Oh, no.
Exactly. Exactly. So this is 1984. One of their biggest...
I think I get what they were trying to do,
yeah.
but why not just do Legos?
Well, probably cost.
Yeah.
Licensing or something like that. I don't know. One of the more funny stories was with Muppet Babies. We were kind of talking about Kermit before we started recording. This has no water involved in it, but in 1987, I took the Miss Piggy car, a little pink car with a little Miss Piggy Muppet Baby in it. It's the girl. I didn't want the little pink car or nothing like that. So in the carport, my dad was outside doing some yard work. Somehow I grabbed the lighter from inside the house, and in the carport, I just start melting the front end of this car. My dad's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't like this toy." I got in trouble for that, so I don't remember what kind of trouble I got, but he was not too enthused that I'm sitting here playing one with fire and 2 damaging a toy.
Well, at least you weren't playing with fire while simultaneously playing with fire that just so happened to light firecrackers in your room inside, like I did.
No,
I'll say personal experience.
right?
No, not at all. Yeah.
Where's that story going, sir?
Well, I did get in trouble.
Really?
Yeah. Can't imagine why.
No.
Yeah, imagine that. Getting in trouble for lighting fireworks inside the house.
Luckily, there were no bottle rockets in that drawer when I found them.
Or Roman candles or anything.
Right.
Shooting it down the hall or something. Sorry, kitty. Pullback race cars. So the one that I had was the Hamburglar, and McDonald's over the years, as you guys can probably both attest, as you look through the history of Happy Meal toys, they did a lot of pullback cars for a lot of different properties. The one Brad is currently holding right now is a Grimace that looks like he's playing a red organ with yellow,
Fry
which
organ?
looks like fries. Yeah, it probably is.
Fries for the little metal
The pipes.
pipes.
Yeah. And it's a push car. It's not a pullback car. I don't
true.
think. But there's a bunch of them that they did that were pullback cars.
I do have one that's from the Back to the Future. I don't remember which one who had it, but it's one of those where you push it down, and then whenever you let it go, it goes on its own with the momentum of. It's not really a pullback, but it's
Similar.
close.
Yeah, it's a similar style.
It's
you know,
similar.
you do a movement and the car goes on its own. It's a DeLorean, I think, with what was it, Doc Brown?
The DeLorean has Doc Brown. The one that with the pushback was one of the kids in a tub thing.
Okay.
The Doc Brown one, the DeLorean, I think the back part actually sparks on the inside.
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah. Or I should say, it used to.
Yeah. I remember there was a lot of little toys growing up that would do the little sparking thing. It's like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So dangerous. It's fire. And I'm not
Did you
the
try-
I was not a
over here.
pyro. I
Did
was
you
not a
try
pyro.
to catch anything on fire with the sparks like we
No,
did?
because it was self-contained.
Oh.
It was
And he was disappointed.
yeah.
Well, we tried to. Because it'd be one of those toys that shoots the sparks out the mouth.
You're way too excited.
Really? How far they shoot out?
Tell me more about this fire.
Right. Oh, fire.
Oh, fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by Beavis.
Or butt heads.
Yeah.
The butt heads of Beavis's.
Yeah. Playmobil figures. So there's Lego figures, and then there was like Playmobil, and there's Fisher Price. So those are like the big figure manufacturers for, little children's toys. They would have little cowboys or Indians and all sorts of different things. Playmobil is actually still a thing. The figures themselves really haven't changed much. They've kind of upgraded, sets and stuff, but they were pretty cool. I always liked whenever I would get those, like, ooh, they've got Playmobil this time. I guess I didn't really see things on TV commercial-wise and think, ooh, can we go to McDonald's? I want to get... It's just when we went, it's like, oh, cool. So they've got this. And it's not like the internet now. Oh, starting in February, they're going to have this as a Happy Meal toy tie-in. And I never associated movies. Oh, a movie's getting ready to release. I wonder if McDonald's is going to have toys. It was just not a thing I thought of. And that's logical thinking that I didn't have as a child. Hence, sorry, Miss Piggy. Yeah, so those were in 1982, I think, when they did those. I never had the McNugget buddies.
Oh,
And I
I
know
had a few.
this is your guys'
Oh,
time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Now we're in 1988.
Especially.
Oh, the Halloween ones for sure.
Yeah.
Halloween ones do look so cool.
They still look really cool. But I remember, but they also had just like regular outfits.
Like Doctor or...
Yeah, like usually like some kind of a job. Like there's a carpenter and nurse
career
and-
policeman or something,
Yeah.
firefighter.
But I love the idea of being able to mix and match, and because they also did that with Fry Kids,
Yep.
and it.
Yeah, which you've got a few
I
in
got a
this little
couple of
bucket.
those there. Yeah.
Like that one's kind of neat. It almost, he's got these glasses and it's kind of like a
Maybe
Groucho
explain
Marx kind of
for
thing with the bow tie.
some who don't know what Fry Kids look like or are.
Yeah, so actually, this
I
is a
swear
girl.
that's another one of those cocaine ideas they came up with in the 80s. Because they're very strange.
Yeah, so Fry Kids, imagine two skinny legs, and then imagine like a pom-pom.
Yeah, it's like a pom pom
eyes.
head with no arms,
No arms
So
and eyes.
big eyes.
Big
Think
eyes.
Big Bird, but they chop everything off a above
above the
tummy,
waist. Yeah.
and you
Just
put
big-
eyes on the tummy.
Yeah, that's not far off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like feathery. I don't think they were. Well, I think the early
Hairy, feathery,
iterations
kind of weird.
kind of look like Fry's. The early iterations
Oh,
of Fry
I see.
Kids. Yeah, I mean, they.
And I gather they were kind of mischievous in a lot of the commercials too.
They
and
were, yeah.
stealing people's fries.
the
and-
Fry Kid or the McNugget buddies. You know, the little McNuggets in the commercials and stuff. Those were a little mischievous
They
at
could,
times.
yeah.
They were funny.
And I really, of course, go figure. Anytime they had the McNugget buddies for the Halloween commercials, they would recreate like Frankenstein's
Frankenstein,
monster
yep.
kind of create. Oh,
Yeah,
I loved every
Dracula
single one of those.
and all that. Mm-hmm. And that was all those time probably whenever they would do the Halloween pails for Happy Meals.
You know, I was going to put that on here and I forgot. Yeah, the
yeah.
pails
Man.
is one of the most, I swear, that's one of the most genius things
That
I've ever
is-
done.
Yeah,
Because then you get your meal in it, then you keep your pail, and then you take out trick or treating.
exactly.
I mean,
it's perfect.
talk about the perfect use for
Yeah.
it. Like it's actually practical.
You had to get the pumpkin. You had the ghost.
Well, depending on the year, also
That's
because
true. They
one
did-
year they only had pumpkins. They had like three
Just
different
different
faces,
faces, yeah.
and then they had the other year where it was like the ghost, the witch, and the pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
Which when I got older and saw Halloween 3, where it's the pumpkin, the witch, and the skull, but it looks a lot like the ghost. And I'm thinking, did somebody watch Halloween 3 and think I'm going to make pails of these?
It
If so, good on them.
they didn't get sued.
Yeah, and some of them glowed in the dark. Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, it's genius.
Doesn't McDonald's sometimes still do that, or they'll kind of bring that back? I thought they've done it
Man,
within
I
the
don't know.
last
I don't
5 or
know.
so years.
The last pail I saw was, believe it or not, in Hot Topic, and it was of a xenomorph.
Huh.
Yeah, of all things.
Huh.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, these had little lids on them too, and
Yeah. Well, so they
Didn't
had
want to spill your candy.
they had lids, but then like the middle part would come out.
Twist.
So you'd have like the lid with like a hole in the top, so you could still put stuff in, but it had partially a lid, so it wouldn't come out as
so you
easily.
could still, because kids aren't going to just
Right.
they're going to swing their arms.
Yeah.
as they're walking, trying to keep
Yeah,
up their
and,
appearance.
the little lid thing, it was like a quarter of a turn, and then it would lock, or a quarter of a turn, and then you just kind of lift it out.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Those things are genius.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody was thinking when
Brilliant.
they did that.
Yeah, they were.
yeah. Yeah, and of course, you advertise the hell out of that. And hey, look what happened, man! Our Happy Meal sales in the month of October were fantastic. All right, Jim, let's do that again in the next year.
Yeah.
And how can we do this for any other holiday?
Is there another holiday we can make these things?
I know, Easter. I don't guess they did that for like Easter baskets or anything.
I mean, it
did
might
they?
go well in the Midwest, but outside the Midwest anymore, I don't know. Not so much.
With what?
Easter.
Oh, why you say that?
Anywhere it's like a very Bible Belt-esque kind of.
okay.
Yeah.
With their bunny.
Food changeables.
Oh, yeah. I have a couple still, but I couldn't find them and bring them.
Like the dinosaur ones, right?
That's the ones that I had.
Yeah.
Well, I take it back. I have a couple of the robot ones, too.
Oh.
Mostly the dinosaurs, though.
Yeah, so instead, they couldn't call them Transformers. You'll usually see them listed as Transformers, like if someone's
Yeah.
selling them.
Yep. You'll see YouTube videos with that thrown about, and I don't want to say it's a little deceptive, but it's
Yeah. There's
know.
what, like a was it Big Mac box? I know they had the pancakes or the hot
Hotcakes.
cakes.
I had the hot
Yeah.
cake box, and I had the Big Mac itself.
And didn't they do something with fries?
There was a fry. I remember
And a
a
shake.
fry
Fry
robot.
Ceratops.
A shake or a soda?
Shake.
Okay.
Shakeosaurus.
For sure, shake. There was a ice cream cone.
I think they did a few different
A
iterations.
couple of the
these
boxes too. Like a Egg McMuffin box. I think they did one of those. Which back then, a lot of their
Egg
foods
Mc-
were in boxes.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
weren't
Boxes,
wrapped.
styrofoam.
Yeah.
Which that was an interesting transition from them going away from the styrofoam to
Cardboard.
yeah.
Which I don't mind the cardboard really.
No, not really.
I don't really miss the styrofoam either.
No.
No, I
Be
hated
honest.
the sounds of it because you could rub it the wrong way
Yeah,
and
it's
it
like,
just
Do not want.
I'd rather hear nails on a chalkboard than
Yep.
that. Ooh,
Or All I Want for Christmas Is You.
thank you.
Yeah, that's a touching moment between you two.
I know. How'd I get so lucky?
Right. Yeah, if only he would have said that before Christmas. Then it might have.
Oh, I guess Christmas is much further away than I realize.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess he didn't say which Christmas.
That's true. Mm. Okay, it's an open-ended invitation.
Yeah, I guess.
Always.
Wow. So one other one too that I do remember, because this came out around the time that I was actually working there, is the Batman animated series toys.
I have no memory of this.
These
and I'm
were
very
actually
upset
phenomenal.
because I love that show.
Yeah.
I still love that show.
Now I think I actually still have a few of these because I like the animated series, and I just happened to be working there at the time that these were like a thing.
Those are pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Huh,
Yeah,
how
so-
did I miss that?
They're pretty nice.
Totally forgot about those. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, like, the biggest story for toys that I can really think of, they did Beast Wars Transformers.
Yeah, they did.
But they really didn't do a nationwide rollout of, like, a G1 original 1984 or 85 Transformers. But in apparently 1985, granted, we live in St. Louis. And apparently, they did this little test as a test market of doing these little Transformers toys. It was Bumblebee, Cliffjumper, Gears, and Brawn. But these were not transformable.
Small ones.
Yeah, they were not transformable figures. They were just plastic pieces that couldn't transform. And they weren't just the colors of the characters from the show. They were each of the 4 characters had 3 or 4 different color combinations, but it was only released in the St. Louis market. And maybe like some surrounding areas, maybe like in Arkansas. I think a collector said, "Oh yeah, I got some when I was a kid in Arkansas."
That's kind of crazy.
It might have been just limited to certain franchisees.
Oh, yeah.
And depending on where they had their franchise, network, wherever regions they may have been, I don't know. Trying to find collect the set of these, I think, is probably it's really tough, I believe, just because of the limited run of them. I want to say I used to have 1 or 2. But it didn't dawn on me, or just once I seen some of the pictures, I'm like, wait, I think I actually had one. I don't remember getting it because, I wouldn't have thought they would have been this rare because Transformers, big property. Mm-hmm. You would have thought perfect for a nationwide rollout.
Side note real quick.
Uh-huh.
This website looks like it's straight out of GeoCities, but it's kind of awesome
Yeah.
given the content.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's kind of like MySpace-ish with the little, blinking lights there at the top. Featured artifact.
Stars in
3.
the background, of course.
Yeah. of
Honestly,
course.
this looks pre-JavaScript.
Yeah.
It's kind of awesome.
Like, wow, I think I just took a trip back 20 years.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, looking back at, some of these, I did have the Bumblebee. I did not have Gears or Brawn or Cliffjumper. I did have a Bumblebee, and I don't remember what color it was.
Those are some really bizarre color
Color choices.
combinations.
It is, because, again, they don't look right.
I mean, when I think Bumblebee, oh, sure, I think of a black and blue Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Right.
Or a, black body with yellow arms and yellow legs. That, again, they don't transform. They don't do nothing.
They don't slide or anything. They just they're just little plastic.
That's just it.
Huh.
What you see is what you get.
Alrighty.
I would, if I ever get a time machine, I'll put this in my top 10 to go back and try to get all these. Because I'm fascinated by this.
Yeah, I think according to this website, there are 24 in all, 6 colors for each of the 4. Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's very different. So some of the other favorite things that I had from different fast food places would include Peanuts glasses. For some reason, I loved getting glasses from places growing up. So it was like Peanuts characters at like campground or something like that. So these were not the full. Well, actually, these may have been the full size glasses.
Full size or maybe 8 ounce.
Yeah,
Something around.
Because then I had some Garfields that were like kind of mug size, which were kind of nice. They had funny little sayings on it. Dukes of Hazzard cups. They were plastic cups, white, and had like images of the characters from Dukes of Hazzard. The paint, it's not something, oh, cool, we're going to save these for eternity. We used them. So the paint wore off and stuff, and they ended up getting thrown out years ago.
Yep.
And the Happy Meal containers were actually the shape of like the General Lee, I believe also Daisy's Jeep, police car, and Uncle Jesse's pickup. And I remember having a couple of those different ones. Now, I think this was Hardee's. Alf Puppet. It's a hand puppet. And I think his shirt says like Born to Rock or something. So it's a black t-shirt and he's wearing this headband and he looks like Willie Nelson. like it's weird, but yeah, I do have that. And I think I got that when we were traveling. So I got it from a Hardee's while we were traveling. It's like I have these weird association memories sometimes of, I don't remember where it was, but I remember it wasn't a local one.
Yeah.
Then also the Gremlins record storybooks. These were from Hardee's, I know. And there was 5 of them. So just an audiobook version with an actual storybook that you could read, and as the audio's playing on the record player, little 45s, small records.
I kind of remember them.
Yeah, and they only cost 89 cents each. I still have my set.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, so woohoo. But those are pretty much the biggest memories I have. Like when I worked there, I didn't really care about the Happy Meals toys, except the animated series Batman ones.
Man, when I worked there, I can't remember any of them.
Yeah. Like I remember we did Blues, or we did, I guess maybe it was just Blues hockey cards. So this is early 90s. We also did the VHS tapes. They would do that I think they would do it like on a yearly thing where they would release so many VHS tapes. Wayne's World was the one that I remember the most. I want to say they also did E.T. They did a handful of them. Those are the only ones that I can really remember. After that, I was like, So, Justin, what are some of your favorite toys from these various companies?
There's so many that I could not think of, and I probably within the next few weeks I'll remember things. But I will say that one time whenever we went to Toy Man, just walking around with these vendors filled with, there's McDonald's toys and every other place toy, and it just in buckets and boxes, just piles of them. And I remember seeing a whole bunch of them, thinking, I vaguely have memories of that, but it's like until I see it, I can't.
Yeah, the memories
really think about it,
hidden away.
But the ones that, whenever I always think about these things, the first ones that always come to mind are McNugget Buddies, the Changeables, the Fry Kids. Those are the top 3 that always come to mind. But thinking a little deeper about it, the Super Mario Brothers 3 line that came out with in 1990, I had 2 of the 4. The common thing, I never had a complete set of anything.
Same here.
I would get 2 of the 4, 3 of the 6. I usually had about half. But I remember in this one, I can't remember what it was called. The turtle dude with the wings.
Yeah, one of the Koopas.
Yeah, and it had like a little yellow tube that came out of his butt.
Did it squirt?
And no,
you squeeze the little thing
and
and
you
make
squeeze
his
the little
legs jump.
thing, and it would like kind of jump.
Oh, okay.
And then I also had actual Mario, which I still have somewhere, probably buried in that trunk where I found some of this. And it's Mario with the raccoon thing.
Okay.
And it's on a spring, and you push it down and it had a suction cup.
Oh,
and
so
after
you
a
could,
couple
like,
seconds, it would pop off and jump up.
You know, those used to be like big toys, the little suction cup with the little spring, and I think I used to have a duck.
Yeah, that
would
was a
do
thing
that.
for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a little cheap toy. Simple, entertain you for a little while.
Yeah.
Watch it jump.
Yeah, and it's, even now I'd still be amused, but I'm simple like that. The Fraggle Rock Veggie Cruisers, which I had to look up what those things were called, because I loved Fraggle Rock when I was a kid.
That's a show I couldn't get into.
And I don't know what it was about it. And every once in a while, I'll look up clips on YouTube, and it's like, man, I really want to sit and rewatch the whole show, because I love the theme song, and I love how goofy the thing is, and the characters.
This one looks like it's a cucumber made out of mushrooms for wheels.
Yeah, they all had like mushrooms for wheels. One of them was like a carrot, and it almost looked like a dragster kind of thing. Yeah, again, I had 2 of the 4. But it's car-like, so of course I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We mentioned the changeables. Camp McDonald Land is one that whenever I was looking this up and I saw that, I vaguely remember, I think they did that a couple times.
Probably.
But imagine a fast food place having these toys to encourage children to go out of the house and adventure.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Camp McDonald Land was. In this case, the ones I remember was they had like a collapsible cup. And they had like a canteen, and there was like a mess kit, and there was something else.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. But I remember that collapsible cup, I thought was the coolest thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
That was easily the coolest thing in there.
Yeah.
Like a collapsible cup you can just put in your pocket
Yeah.
and take with you.
Yeah. And then put
case you get
water in.
thirsty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put water in from out of the hose like I did.
Right.
Yeah.
As you're walking down the streets, just sneak up to a house and
Yeah, Yeah, no one will
fill it
notice.
up, take a drink.
And it
away.
probably held, all of 2 fluid ounces? Maybe.
I'm sure it was very small.
Somewhere between 2 and 4.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't as much as 4. They were pretty small. But then outside, usually McDonald's was the place that we went to the most. And it was mostly because my grandma was obsessed with the fact that she swore that I wouldn't like anything else, so we had to go to McDonald's.
Maybe she wouldn't like anything else.
I don't know. I think she's pretty easy going with whatever, but it was always, if somebody would suggest something, she'd say, oh no, he wouldn't like that. So we always had to go to McDonald's. I didn't care.
That
I
explains
was
a lot.
You were just hungry.
I was hungry and I was a little kid. I don't care.
Right. I just want a cheeseburger. I don't care where it's from right now.
Right. So occasionally we go to Burger King, occasionally Hardee's, Rallies, go there occasionally. But usually it was McDonald's, but occasionally we would get the Hardee's fried chicken, which I still miss to this day.
It was phenomenal
Yes.
back in the 80s and 90s.
Yep.
Oh,
And whenever we would do that, I would get my kids' meal from Hardee's.
so you
And-
get the fried chicken?
I would not get the fried chicken. That was adult food.
You monster.
I know. But then whenever I started having it, there was no turning back.
No.
Yeah.
And their biscuits were so good.
Oh, yeah.
I was a biscuit maker. That was my first job
Yeah.
at Hardee's.
But I have 2.
Fresh buttermilk.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Better than the frozen biscuits at McDonald's.
Agreed.
Here's the worst part of all this. Whenever I said earlier that whoever listens will be hungry at the end of this, you're not going to be able to get any more of that Hardee's chicken or biscuits.
Nope.
Sorry. But I do have memories of 2 specific promotional tie-ins they had. And that was Ghostbusters 2. And I even had to look it up because I don't even remember what the toy was. So I had to look it up. And it's like a noisemaker thing. Yeah. It's a protein pack noisemaker, they're called.
Protein or proton?
Proton pack noisemaker.
Yeah, it's okay.
Words.
Yeah.
It's my turn for the
food.
stroke,
Right, yeah.
I'm thinking about food.
Are
Whatever.
you doing okay, Justin?
No.
Alternatively, if you want fried chicken and good biscuits, you can go to... Anyone? No? Popeyes?
Yeah.
There's that.
Okay.
If you
But
want a chicken sandwich.
Don't tell everyone, they'll go, and then I can't get one.
Oh,
Because
that's
nobody's going anyways. But I have no memory really of the noisemakers. oddly, my memory is the container.
Okay.
So whenever they had the Ghostbusters 2 tie-in, it wasn't a bag, it was like a plastic box, and they had different boxes they came in. One of them was like clear, purplish, pinkish, like the oozy slime stuff from Ghostbusters 2.
Definitely couldn't have that.
Well, no, it was just a
slime.
plastic mold. It wasn't actually ooze.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't real slime.
Oh, well then I might have been good.
Yeah, and
I
then
can
there
pretend.
was another one that looked like Ecto 1, which is the one I always wanted to get, but of course that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Even though it was just a container, it wasn't the actual thing. And there was another one that looked like a proton pack, and I can't remember what the
emphasis.
fourth one was. But I always thought that was a really cool idea to actually have the container that the food and stuff came in like different also. And then the other memory I have is a year later. Again, this is an odd children's tie-in. Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
That's an odd children's tie-in.
Elaborate.
Are you familiar with Days of Thunder?
Nope. Expound.
Tom Cruise movie about NASCAR.
Oh.
This is where he also, I believe, met his wife, Nicole Kidman.
Yes, Nicole
She
Kidman was
played
in
the
that too.
doctor. Mm-hmm. It helped nurse him
Help
back
him
then.
get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
And it honestly, that movie's kind of fallen in sort of obscurity, I would say.
Yeah.
It's not a very well talked about. You
But
never
it was
hear
a
about
great
it.
one. Yeah. I mean, he had a
It
nice
was
string
big
of
whenever it
runs.
came
Yeah.
out. But they had they look like Hot Wheel cars, but they had like different NASCARs from the movie.
Right.
So there was the City Chevy, which was, I think, black, mostly black. They had
Wasn't the mellow yellow
the
car
mellow
something?
yellow one.
Yeah.
There was the Hardee's car.
Yep.
And then there was a fourth one. I can't remember what it was.
I feel like they could have done this with Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
Talladega Nights is kind of like the Days of Thunder spoof.
Yeah.
Oh.
It'd be kind of like if
Days of Thunder is the serious one.
All right. Now
Yeah.
I'm on
that's,
board.
That's how you would need to look at it, because a lot of very similar things. There's an injury. There's a big accident.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's basically the same movie.
It is.
With maybe less humor.
There's a lot less humor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the two rivals end up becoming
still
friends at the
curious.
end. And
Yeah.
I'm very curious because I haven't seen it since probably not too long after it came out on
Yeah.
VHS.
I've probably only seen
I'm
it
curious.
3-4 times.
But yeah, I
He's
love
redoing
those
Top
cars.
Gun. There's a new Top Gun movie coming out, so maybe we'll do another Days of Thunder.
Yeah, I saw Grandpa was in it.
Which he still looks the same.
Yeah.
Debatable.
He still looks similar.
All that digital makeup, of
I was
course.
going to say, edited in
Yeah,
post.
is this Irishman technology?
No, this is Superman technology. Erase the mustache technology.
There you go.
Did I'm sure I've told the story about how I got my Days of Thunder car taken away from me.
You may have, but please refresh my memory.
Especially for the new listeners.
Right.
Yeah,
It could be
that's
new
true.
It could be new. to
If there's
them.
people that haven't heard it, then yeah. So when I was a young lad, probably second or third grade, I took my cars into school with me, and two of them were my Days of Thunder cars.
Okay.
One of them was the Mel Yellow. The other one was the City Chevy. And I also had a Batmobile. And a fourth one, but I don't remember what it was. But I
It's always that
loved my
fourth one.
cars.
I can never remember that fourth
I
one.
can't. Once I get past 2 or 3, I'm done.
It's just there. I
It's,
don't
you know,
remember what it was.
It was a thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so I'm playing with my cars, and one of the teachers took my cars away. And I don't know if I was a little too rambunctious with them or not. I don't know. It's possible, knowing how I was as a kid. But they took my cars away.
Superflow. It's pink.
You wouldn't have wanted that one anyway.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
I remembered the pink one, but for some reason I thought that was the Hardee's one. But
That one's yellow.
that's yellow, apparently. Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, so the teacher took my cars away, and I thought she was going to give them back whenever later on, or no, she never did, and I never saw them again, and
Yeah.
I'm still upset about them to this day. Oddly enough, when I got older and actually had that teacher in class, she was one of my favorite teachers. Never asked her about the cars, though, but I'm sure it's too late by then. There's more than 4.
There's a fifth car.
There's 5.
Exxon.
I had no knowledge of the Exxon one.
Huh.
Now
I
you
feel
know.
like I've seen the mellow yellow one before.
The Mellow
Yeah.
Yellow and the City Chevy are the ones that I have,
Yeah.
which are the two most prominent ones from the movie.
Right, yeah. I mean,
Those are the two that Tom
big,
Cruise had.
big promotional tie-in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are, and I know I had. There's in this bucket. There's a Wendy's toy in here somewhere, but
Yeah.
I don't remember really going to Wendy's
And same here.
because we didn't
Wendy's-
have a Wendy's in Festus for a long
Yeah, that's
time.
a big
Right.
negative.
Like I think the Wendy's actually the only reason that because I brought this up to my mom and she said, "Oh, whenever we would go down to Cape Girardeau, that's where we would have Wendy's." I have no memory of that. Well, we moved when I was 5, so it would have had to have been less than that. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't go to Wendy's very much as a kid either.
I didn't really go to Wendy's much till I was in high school. Whenever that one in Herculaneum opened.
Yeah, with the Quick Trip.
Yep,
Well,
which is now closed.
Yeah.
I was going to say, growing up, I lived in Redbud, and the furthest we would go is Waterloo for most periods of the time, and they had a McDonald's and a Hardee's.
Okay.
Although I think Redbud eventually got a Hardee's. But yeah, that's pretty much the extent of any fast food
food
I
for
ever
you, yeah.
touched, except for maybe Burger King, and that was very occasionally because it was like, well, why go to the second best when I can go to the best kind of thing.
Right.
Although I wouldn't be the one making the decisions.
Yeah. Now, did you guys ever watch the when He-Man came back out in like early 2000s? Did you ever watch that the way they redid the cartoon or whatever? 'Cause, I mean, I know they re-released like He-Man figures, and they were like much skinnier and like He-Man has a hunchback in a way. It's weird how they like did the figures this time.
I can't say that I did. If it was early 2000s, I was all Pokemon and video games.
Oh,
galore.
early 2000s. I was in high school or college, and I was not at home much.
Yeah. So this was 2003, and I mean, I didn't realize because I had to. I'm like, surely they did a He-Man toy. Which another one that I don't recall them doing was G.I. Joe.
No,
That's
I
like
don't
a
either.
big
Wow.
missed opportunity
Yeah.
there. Maybe I'm just
Maybe it
missing
was too
something?
big.
I don't know. But I mean, there's the Kenner Hasbro or whatever combination there. It was Hasbro, not Kenner. Kenner was starting lineup.
Right.
Yeah. And also Kenner was Star Wars.
Yep.
So yeah, but you just looking back, I'm like, oh, they actually had a whole bunch of different little He-Man figures for this in 2003, which I'm like, I completely missed it.
Well, and it's weird. Like, it seems a lot of their lines kind of come in cycles where they'll do like the same topic again a few years later, but
Yeah.
it's kind of different or
Yeah.
totally different.
Super Mario being a prime example. They've probably done Mario toys at least 2 or 3 different times. 2 times for sure that I know of. Maybe even a third.
And honestly, that's the other thing that I really like about the McDonald's culture is they have a toy culture to themselves where they don't even need promotional tie-ins.
No.
I mean, they have all their characters, and I mean, how many times have they released a Grimace toy
Right.
or some of those?
Hamburglar.
Yeah, Mayor
McDonald and-
McCheese.
But I mean, it's like nowadays,
Nowadays, you don't see any of them.
you would, kids growing up now probably are going to have, other than Ronald. Ronald's the one that you
Yeah.
might still know,
Maybe.
but you're not going to know Birdie. You're not going to know the Fry Kids. You're
Yeah,
not
in the
gonna
same way you won't know any of the Chuck E. Cheese like animatronic stuff.
know- Yeah.
Just those weird kind of characters that were trying to be a thing, but kind of, I don't know. They're in that weird space that they are a thing and they're not a thing.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, there were so many other little characters. Mayor McCheese was kind of popular. He was like a quarter pounder with cheese. And there was the one that was like dressed like a police officer. There was, I think, one dressed as a like a pirate in a way.
Now I'm just starting to think of McNugget buddies.
You're right.
That's what I'm starting thinking too.
And then there was a guy in like a science lab coat kind of thing.
McNugget buddy.
With the crazy hair,
Yeah.
with the Don King hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like I still remember when they released Birdie when they were kind of promoting, breakfast items. So she was created to help promote breakfast items. So I remember when they introduced a lot of those characters, and then they just don't do anything with them anymore because they've shifted their marketing.
Yeah, a lot
direction.
of them, the McCafe and
Yeah,
that's
different.
yeah, that's different.
So what about you, Brad? What are some of your favorite ones that you may or may not
Well, I
still have?
briefly mentioned the Hot Wheels stuff because, I mean, every little boy and cars and stuff. Mm-hmm. I remember getting the dragster McDonald's with the giant wing, long body. After that, Attack Pack kind of comes into mind, and that was 94. And that had the run of 4 of them. And I thought as a kid, I didn't understand how this worked, but I thought as a kid, I had to get different Happy Meals to get all 4.
Oh, you thought you had to get a hamburger Happy Meal to get one, a cheeseburger Happy Meal to get a different one.
Nuggets. And then I was like, well, what's the last one? Double fries?
Damn, that's interesting. I mean, that would have been an interesting way to do that.
Yeah.
Almost makes me wonder if maybe there were employees that would, if somebody ordered that, it's like, okay, so they ordered that, I'm going to put this one in there. They ordered that one, I'm going to put that one in there.
No, I'm just thinking out loud. You know how quick pace it can be in there?
Oh, I know.
They probably reach in, grab the first thing they hit, and it goes into the thing.
But, somebody wanted to kind of just, I'm going to take a few extra moments and just do that just to say, so if they order this, I'm going to put that one in there. But
I always assumed it was every week was a different one.
that
could be too,
But-
depending on what they get on shipments and trucks.
I think it depends on the place and what's going on and how crazy it is, because there were some times that you go 3 days in a row, you get 3 different ones in a row, and then some of them you go for 2 weeks. They're the same
That's
thing
all we
for
got.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was.
The second run of toys that I had to get all of them was the Power Rangers. And I briefly mentioned before that it was during the very first live action movie. It was full feature. They got rid of the old Megazords because of XYZ happens in the movie. Mm-hmm. They get the new Megazords. They're all like the Ninja Zords with the animals, but oddly enough, they still have the T-Rex emblem and the Triceratops emblems. So it's like, what? But they made it work, and it was super cool because that movie as a kid was like, oh wow, all their Zords are all new and shiny. Mm-hmm. And then you get a little older and you realize how crappy the CGI was.
Yeah.
But beside the point, the toys themselves was cool because you got the Ranger. I don't know, about the size of, a little bit bigger actually than a Kenner figure of Star Wars.
Okay, yeah.
And you can put them inside the little Zord and you can kind of roll them around. It's kind of neat for just getting in a Happy Meal, really. I mean, they didn't transform, you couldn't put them together, but still, you got the Power Ranger. That was cool. Right. Let's see. Past that, the first time that Burger King even enters my mind was Pokemon. How they got that license over McDonald's, I will never know.
Yeah, they must have really spent some money on that.
Because there was a run of 57 toys. And then they also did, was it 4 or 6 or 5 gold cards? I know Mewtwo's one of them.
Yeah. I'm not sure how many they did of the gold cards, which were like 23 karat.
Something like that. Whatever, yeah. They were like gold plated. They were
gold foil.
Barely gold on them. I know somebody at school for some reason got, I guess, an extra, took it out of the thing and started trying to scratch it off just to see how deep it was. 6? 6. Yeah. And it you barely scratch the thing and it's gone. So gold plated, you know, very just
paint.
Basically.
Yeah,
they claim
plastic.
it's gold. It has some certificate thing, whatever. Yeah. I have Mewtwo, and that's the only one I cared about, obviously.
Yeah, which worked out good for you.
The run of toys was really cool because
quality.
It was quality, but not only that, it was that mystery thing. And when you're trying to collect them all,
gotta catch them all.
Yeah. So I don't know of a single soul that actually went all the time and collected all of them.
No.
But I eventually had to trade some of my Pokemon cards. Mm-hmm. And this is when I realized that I could trade my things for somebody else's thing, and we would swap, and that would be it. And it was mine forever kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that was a schoolyard understanding. Mm-hmm. That was a new concept.
Yeah.
But I eventually traded some rare cards for Mewtwo and Mew. And they came in their like respective, like Mew came in the pink bubble. And Mewtwo came in his little canister where he was cloned in kind of thing.
Okay. Nice attention to detail.
They were really cool for being $19.99 toys that you get out of a Happy Meal. Or a Big Kids Meal, sorry.
Yeah.
Some of them lit up. Some of them squirt. Commercial earlier.
That word just keeps popping up.
Sure does. We'll walk past that run. There was a talking Pikachu. There was launchers. There was keychains. I mean, you name it, they pretty much had it as a Pokemon toy.
I think my kids had well, this could have just been a regular Pokemon toy, but maybe a Pokeball keychain.
Yeah.
Or clip-on Pokeball or something.
If they came in the Pokemon, I want to say that the clip-on was part of that. It was like you had the red top with the red clip, then you had the bottom white part, and you can kind of push it together and snap it together with the Pokemon in it. And it would clip on, but it's like kind of the funny thing, if you hit it just right, everything falls out and you lose everything. You just have a little red part dangling. So I don't know what genius thought that one up.
Yeah, should have been like screwed together, but
something.
It costs money to tool and die companies.
That was the first time I realized that I couldn't catch them all. I couldn't get them all, and I had to just kind of go for the ones that I wanted. And I mean, a run of 57.
Now you're an adult. There's eBay. There's Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, if I really wanted to now, I probably could find a way, but it's a lot of work.
You know, which I mean, this just is a perfect time to just mention, hey, if you've got a local toy convention that meets on a regular basis, thankfully we do have one in St. Louis.
We do.
Yeah, just pop in there and always walk down through those.
Or flea markets even.
Yeah, antique malls.
Yeah.
Always check out, and like old grocery stores typically is where antique malls now.
Now, alternatively, kind of in the midst of the Beanie Baby craze and Pokemon, KFC of all places came out with Beanie Baby Pokemon, but not Beanie Baby branded. And they were of the strangest creatures, such as Vulpix, Zubat, Seal, and Dratini.
So some of their less popular or lesser
One would
known.
say, yes.
I would say nobody's favorite.
Other than maybe Vulpix and or Dratini, no one kind of cared about the other two.
Yeah. I mean,
It was
weird.
It was such a strange pick. Like, why didn't they get Pikachu? Why didn't they get Charmander? Well, I'm sure it was due to licensing and cost and all
It's like,
that.
well, if you want the Prime,
or
right,
it's
here's our tiers.
Right.
Oh, well, we can only afford tier 7. We can't afford tier 1 or 3 or 5.
let's see. Maybe we can get 1 out of 4, but we got to do something else from like 7, 8, 9.
Or it's always possible that you have somebody who's the decision maker, or I shouldn't say decision maker, a board of people looking at all of the creatures and thinking,
Oh, this one looks cute.
let's get the ones that look the most different from each other, but know nothing about any of them or what's popular, what isn't, and just be like, oh, well, this one will appeal to this demographic, and this one will appeal to this
Right.
demographic.
Just
and
clueless.
but picked 4 of the
Just random ones.
yeah, like no one's favorite.
Yep, pretty much. So that's a thing. But
I mean, Seal, really?
Zubat.
Zubat.
That
Like,
Sure.
I like the way Zubat looks, being kind of scary-ish bat-like. Like, I can get behind that. Just its look. That's it. Nothing else. Do not like it.
Yeah.
We had briefly mentioned like the changeables, like the little fry box changes into a dinosaur, the hot cakes, which was, I feel like everyone had that one, but it was the
Seems to be the most common one.
pterodactyl
Yeah.
transforming one. Then they had Burgersaurus Rex, which kind of didn't really look like a T-Rex, but I guess because when your body's the shape of a burger, you can't be.
Yeah.
Kind of makes it a big challenge.
But yeah, I think those were a really inventive way to not only brand their own stuff, but kind of create their own thing that they didn't have to license, like you were mentioning.
Right.
But they were also still kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of their stuff with their own branding is
Worked.
Yeah, I mean, some of it's really cool. So
Yeah, very creative. One of them that was not, or that was creative, but kind of it's a big problem was just a few years ago in 2016. They had these little fitness tracker things that like were burning kids on the wrists. So yeah, it was recalled in 2016.
Maybe don't do cheap lithium-ion anything. That'd be good.
Yeah, it was kind of rough. I mean, they didn't do great all the time. You know, they had like Earth Day kind of naturalist releases.
I feel like they would do better now than it would in the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the just total gluttony craze and stuff.
Right.
Not really big environmentally friendly. Which, I mean, you think about just the waste that I'm sure McDonald's just themselves are responsible for.
Yeah.
With all this packaging and everything.
You even think of places like, I think it was on a list this year, but Coca-Cola was on the list for one of the most polluted brands because of their plastic bottles.
Yep. Bottles and cans. I mean, granted, stuff can be recycled.
Yeah.
Which people are people, and they don't usually care.
Yep.
And they own a lot of other things that produce things too, like they own water companies that all the water bottles.
Fortunately and unfortunately, we live in a society, and it's filled with people.
Yes.
Right. If you've seen Wall-E, you kind of know how that goes.
B&L.
Yep.
Land Before Our Time was at Pizza Hut.
I forgot to bring that up.
We just figured out that there was 2 runs. There was the run before the movie, and there was the run after the movie where they added 2 more figures. And I'm assuming that was due to spoilers or something. I'm just guessing.
Possible. You do some of the basic characters leading
That
up
are
to
on
the movie.
artwork on the movie.
And then
kind of who it's about.
And then after the movie comes out for a couple weeks, then give people a chance to see it. Then you start putting out some of the more special toys that, oh, this is cool. I've seen the movie. I remember this.
So in '88, they did the first 4. Long neck dude,
Littlefoot,
The little
Sarah,
Brontosaurus,
which is the Triceratops, Spike the
Stegosaurus,
and Ducky, which was the crap.
The other one.
Well, dinosaur information has gone from my brain. That's great. All right. Anyway, and then they also did the second run, which was '89 after the VHS came out. Petrie, which was the pterodactyl, and Sharptooth, which was the Tyrannosaurus. I specifically remember having Spike and the Tyrannosaurus, but past that, I don't think I got any more.
Do you remember how Pizza Hut packaged their kids' meals?
Not at all.
No.
In fact, it was a separate purchase, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was a separate purchase. In fact, they didn't actually have kids' meals.
Yeah,
you would get like a personal pan pizza.
That's
right,
it.
which whenever they would
It was
cut
just a
it,
little-
it was like 4 small little
slices.
triangles.
Yeah, it was the same thing that you get with the bucket.
Yep.
Thing.
And that's the only reason I knew that existed. Mm-hmm. I remember, because you only get one topping. And I
Yeah.
remember ordering black olives for my one topping one time, and the lady was like, Are you
okay,
sure?
kid?
And they were like, and I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
I was okay. I was weird. I kind of ate everything for a little
Still
while.
do, don't you?
Yeah.
That's why we get along.
Yeah.
One of us will eat it.
Ooh, what's this?
Yeah.
Yep. Food.
And the last thing, right towards the end of me really caring about toys that come in a little kid's box, was right when they were doing the Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition, right before the run of new, in quotations, new trilogy.
Right
which
before the prequel started.
The prequels.
Yeah.
And it was during the summer, and I want to say June, July, and August, each one had a release of Star Wars. And Taco Bell released a new run of, like, they're not quite toys. Some of them were, some of them weren't. I don't know. They were a strange amalgamation of toys, figurines, collectibles, all kinds of stuff. But it was kind of cool because, I don't know, just new things. I was like rediscovering Star Wars, even though I knew it existed. rediscovering it because they were re-releasing it, and they were changing things and polishing things up, and look at all the good stuff they did to the movie.
Yeah, we were fooled.
Oh boy, were we ever.
Special editions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so that was probably the last time I remember like really enjoying a toy release, was around that run of stuff. Not to mention the Taco Bell dog. But
nobody mentioned the Chihuahua.
That was the separate purchase. That was the like 99 cents, and you squeeze him, and he'd be like, "Viva Gorditas!"
Yeah,
I think there were like 4 different ones also,
And then he'd be
and
like,
it said different things.
"Happy New Year, amigos!" And
Again, I have 2 of the 4.
yeah.
Actually, I still do. They're upstairs.
Like I think they would do that. They did, I think, a couple of years where there was different ones. Like, didn't one have like a little Santa head on it? Maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, I remember having 1 or 2 of them.
I think one of them was
Taco Bell,
the 2 that I have. One's standing and one's like in a sitting pose. But the sitting one, it doesn't. The front legs don't want to support it, so it just falls on its face.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the standing one does stand. At least one of them works. Oh, and actually, one of them does still. If you squeeze the button, it does still talk. The other one doesn't.
Yeah. So Disney, whenever they did with Scrooge McDuck, was when they did Christmas Carol, the animated version of Christmas Carol. I've got Goofy as he played. Trying to think of the character, Cratchit, the one comes back to visit Scrooge, and so I've got a stuffed figure or stuffed animal of him. I can't remember who released that. I don't know if that was McDonald's. I mean, they're like larger, so it was not a Happy Meal toy. It was one of those, buy one of these plush figures. And so I've got that. I also have going back to Kermit again, Kermit with the Santa hat. Dry, no liquid. But he's wearing a little Santa hat, stuff like that. But it is and I do still have that. Why are you guys laughing?
There was a commercial earlier.
I'm glad that he was dry.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there was a commercial earlier, and it tickled us a little.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And dealt with Kermit and water.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all I'll say.
What did he do?
Apparently he squirt.
Okay. So apparently, I think it was Burger King, maybe. They also had NFL miniature jerseys, which I didn't know these were actually pretty cool looking.
I saw a picture of them on a list of best BK things. And
that was on one of
there.
the lists I think I may have shared, but it was really cool looking. And Wendy's, we've mentioned Wendy's didn't really pop up in a lot of our discussion or our experience, but they apparently in 1986 had GoBots, which actually were like transforming figures. Like, and so Transformers didn't really. I just don't understand how Hasbro. It's like maybe they just wanted to overvalue the idea of their licensing and stuff because it just.
Of course, now that I think about it, some of the
perfect.
biggest 80s toy franchises, I can't think of any, like Ninja Turtles. I don't remember a Ninja Turtles tie-in.
Not from like when that show was big, I don't think.
Right.
Like they did
maybe
something
they were
later.
too big.
I think they did something for the movies, maybe.
Yeah, I want to say that they probably
yeah.
did for the movie. I'm sure they did for the movie.
But it's like, a lot of those really big ones, I don't have any memories of them really doing any tie-ins. It's almost like they were so big they didn't need to.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't.
Yeah.
But, the one thing that we kind of mentioned the name a little bit, but we didn't mention how much the tie-ins between Disney and McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my God, every time one of those movies came out, they were dumping that stuff out. Little Mermaid, Hook,
Toy Story.
I mean, all of those things. And then, if I remember correctly, I think in 2006, Disney, their deal ended, and Disney decided not to sign a deal again because McDonald's food health doesn't match up with their standards.
Yeah,
which I thought was amusing because I'm thinking, well, yeah, I've seen the food that you sell at Disney World.
Yeah, it's not so.
Is
That's
that
the
very
healthiest
healthy?
of all options.
But apparently they got a deal again. So,
What's wrong with churros and Mickey ice cream bars?
oh, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not saying it's a whole lot healthier than McDonald's.
Yeah,
But I guess they got a deal again in the last year or two. So I guess
they're back on.
they're
speaking
back to
terms.
getting the cool stuff out.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember back getting, and there's a couple of them in some of the bags, like Little Mermaid and Hook and some of those. I have some of those toys that I had no interest in those movies to save my
Right.
life. But the fact that I was going to McDonald's to get me a Happy Meal, I didn't care what was in it.
Right.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that for a boy or a girl?
I know. I was just getting.
I don't care.
It's like whenever they started asking that question, because then they just, they didn't just have universal marketing. It was, is this, you might get, a boy toy, Hot Wheel, for example, or you might get a little Barbie figure.
Micro Machines.
Yep.
Because we saw, what was the with the girl toy where it would fly?
Oh, the flying dancer.
Sky
thing?
dancers?
Sky dancer, yeah.
Yeah, they had the Sky Dancers for the girls, and we saw that commercial, and it's like, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then at the tail end of the commercial, it shows that was the girl side, and at the bottom it's those Micro Machines, and I'm like, oh, the Micro Machines is going to win out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Micro Machines were really cool little cars.
I still have some, and I almost brought some up for tonight.
Yeah,
I
I've
might
got
do
a
that for
couple
next
of them.
time.
I've sold some of mine, but I still have a few of them.
What a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
What a wonderful choking hazard.
Yep. Take Hot Wheels and make them even smaller.
Oh, yeah. And then I think they made some that were even smaller than those for a short time.
Micro, would it be nano machines?
Actually, I think they might have been called that. I talk about easy to lose.
Yeah. And after rewatching Home Alone yet again this past Christmas, they mentioned, Kevin, get your Micro Machines out of the hallway. It's like,
I'm just going to start sending you that all the time.
yeah. Yeah, so that was kind of a thing with his Micro Machines and all that, the little bitty cars. So cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, movies.
Thank you, Disney Plus.
Yeah, exactly. That's where we watched it. Yep, Disney Plus. Thank you, Disney Plus.
4K.
Yep, Ultra HD. They've done like Smurf glasses. We had some of those. I had I'm trying to think. Would he be considered a great uncle? I think so. He was clumsy. Broke a lot of my glasses. And I remember telling my parents, "Don't let Uncle Homer use these. Don't let him use these glasses because every time he would come over, he would break a glass."
He needs the plastic cups.
Exactly.
Solo cup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sippy cup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of
silly pint.
glassware, I do vaguely remember them, McDonald's specifically, selling the Hercules plastic plates. I remember us buying all of those, but strangely, before recording, we found out that Disney did some kind of 25th Disney World anniversary glasses that exist, and I can buy on eBay for less than $20.
Yep, for a set of 6, I think it was.
Can you hint my excitement?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because we're kind of
you
gearing
haven't
up.
stopped smiling.
Gearing up for Disney World's 50th anniversary. And
Oh, yeah.
so many
That's
years.
happening.
So to think, like almost 25 years ago, these came out. Wow. And now you're like, ooh, I can get them. I'm an
Yeah.
adult. I can afford that now.
I are adult.
Yep. I buy. I consumer.
I gotta admit, that's the one. I don't see that nearly as often. The selling the glasses sets. I don't see them nearly as often anymore.
No.
I mean,
Back then,
once-
it was all the time, everywhere.
Yep.
even branching out and saying, like, they don't even come in beer packs anymore.
You don't, yeah.
Unless it's like holiday and it comes in like
A gift,
the
gift
Jack
set
Daniels
kind of thing.
gift set or the Jägermeister gift set.
Which I did see a few of those things last
Oh
night.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Like, oh, look at there. Nah. But, yeah, I had Chipmunks, Alvin, Simon, Theodore, and the Chipettes. The Chipettes only had one glass. They put all 3 or 4 of them on one. But Alvin, Simon, and Theodore would get their own glass. But yeah,
those.
there was a lot of glasses, and I like that. They were nice looking.
I feel like somebody did The Simpsons.
That's the one I always go to. That I swear, The
Was
Simpsons.
it Burger King?
I can't remember who, but I vaguely remember Simpsons glasses multiple times from whenever I was a kid. Like, I guess in the early '90s. I mean, they were really big. And yet they were everywhere in these. Even in Ninja Turtles 2. What's the glass that they have? It's a Simpsons glass.
Yeah, I had that one too.
Nice. And every time I see that, the first thing that pops in my head is, I wonder if that was one of those glasses they got at one of those fast food places. I'm sure it wasn't, but
Right.
I
It
mean,
doesn't
the
appear
quality
to-
that they had of glasses back then, it could have been.
Right, yeah, they were always the really colorful characters. In fact, last year, 2018, before we record this, when this releases, in 2018, we were out at a beer place called Grandma's House, and every single glass
Oh, in
you
Colorado.
got... In Colorado, and every single glass you got was one of those weird one-off character glasses. It was something you would find at Grandma's house. She just had a amalgamation of different glasses, tall, short, skinny, I mean, everything you can think of. Some were Simpsons, Gremlins, I mean, everything.
It holds liquid.
It holds liquid. That's all you needed.
Yeah. Thinking back after now talking more about glasses and stuff, McDonald's used to do these little plastic plates. They were hard plastic
That's
plates
right.
too. So they weren't like soft and flimsy plastic. It was, you could, if you hit something with it and it broke, it's going to be jagged. And I had a couple of those.
That was the Hercules ones that I kind of mentioned.
Well, the ones I had were like McDonald Land characters. So this was before your time.
Dang.
Yeah.
They did it a few times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so they've done the plates a bunch of times, and yeah, they were nice plates that they held up really well.
Don't microwave them.
No, these I think were fine in the microwave. They held up.
For long periods of time.
Yeah,
Well.
yeah.
My sister found that out. She also found out that you couldn't take a Pop-Tart in the foil wrapping and put it in the microwave.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
That's not good.
Yay.
I found out what happens if you put a CD in, and yeah, that was
How was that?
interesting.
Did you record that?
No, we didn't think about that. But I can say it sure doesn't take long for you to figure out you shouldn't do that.
Okay, fair enough.
It the odor and things come up very quickly,
Really
like within seconds.
impressive.
Oh yeah. We were curious.
Eh,
Smell like burnt plastic for a few hours.
yeah.
I don't recommend doing it.
So Burger King also, some of the other ones that I think they had that were pretty cool. They had the Universal Monster set
Oh,
in 1997.
I discovered that just in a compilation of commercials, and I saw that, and I had to stop it and rewind and watch it. Like, did I see that?
Right.
And I looked and I thought, okay, so I was 13. I'm too old for kids' meal things. And I'm too
Technically.
young for, I got to have this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was in that dead zone of kids' meal toys things. But, man, I see these. I think those are really cool looking. They came with like a card also each. There were 4 of them. And each one did something else. Like the Frankenstein monster one actually lit up,
Really?
which
Like what would light up on them?
so it was like you got like the bed isn't the right word, but the workbench thing that he would lay
Okay.
on, and then you'd have the monster, and you'd push a button on it, and his head was clear, and it would
Oh.
light up behind, so it was his head lighting up. And of course, me with my horror stuff. But I mean, that ties in with what I mentioned a couple episodes ago about, for some reason in the 90s, was this big Universal monster
Revival.
resurgence for
Yeah.
some reason, and I guess that's just part of it.
Yeah.
But oh man,
Then on our Beetlejuice episode, we mentioned that Burger King had the Beetlejuice cartoon. Mm-hmm. So figures from the cartoon. They were like double-sided where you spun them around and they
I
would
have
have a different
one
look.
of them.
Yeah, I would imagine in one of these 2 big old bags and this big old bucket of them.
Yeah, there's one in there somewhere. I found it earlier. In fact, actually, I think it's...
So that was 1989 that they released those. In 2001, I think was probably one of the more cool sets that I seen. Now there were 19 of these in total from Lord of the Rings. And they connected in a diorama circle. So it was like this big circle ring. And then I think in the center you had the piece that had the ring on it, which was really cool. And he's quietly trying to go through this bucket.
I see it.
find.
I just... I feel like I'm trying to direct the claw.
Right.
The thing.
The claw.
The white base is... Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got Beetlejuice on one side. It's just his face.
As
And
a spider.
Yeah, right. And then on the other side, you have not Lydia, but...
The mom.
Okay, so the mom from the cartoon.
And it just says Beetlejuice. And it almost looks like... Think of like an Emmy that's colored and has like a white base, but it's colored towards the top.
And they were all that size with the base and the little figurine type things.
And then on the back it says Peekaboo Doo.
Okay.
Same to you.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, each one had like some form of Beetlejuice or something on the back, and
Yeah.
At least that
or it
one-
was like an alternate version of the front. Or
At least that one doesn't squirt.
Yeah. And it didn't make any noise. That's
it
good.
doesn't. But I do have. What was the one fish from Little Mermaid? The yellow one.
Flounder?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
I have one of them in here somewhere, and he does
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you can like squeeze them, suck in
suck
some
up the water
then
and suck.
squirt
Yep.
it out.
Yep.
Ah,
Yep.
it's a running thing.
Take that
for
how
this
you like.
episode.
Yep.
So it makes me wonder though, with these live action re-releases of like Little Mermaid coming up, Milan. I wonder if they're gonna do McDonald's tie-ins on that as well.
Well, now that they have a deal again, I
They might, but
I'm
I don't
pretty
remember
sure
them
they
doing a tie-in for the new Aladdin movie or the new Lion King. Did they do that?
I don't think. Well, no. I don't think so.
I know
well, their
they
new
did.
deal has only been in effect for I think a year.
Well, they've
year and a
only
half?
Really, only been doing the live action releases for 2.
Yeah, so it's
So I mean, they released 2 of them in 2019.
or maybe they're just smart and we're like,
Yeah, we've done this
no.
before.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to go as well this time around.
Yeah.
of course, I have to say I question some of their decisions they've been making in the last few years. Anyways,
Fucking Disney or McDonald's?
McDonald's
Okay. In regards to their toy decisions or what? Or food?
mostly that, but it's nostalgia is a very
Fickle creature.
profitable thing,
It-
and
yeah.
they are not playing on any of it.
I agree.
And that really, it's not that it bothers me. It's just, it's such a wealth of
Because
stuff.
the kids from then have money and buying power
Exactly.
now. They don't have to
Exactly.
buy the food.
And they tried to bring back the Hamburglar, and that didn't go well at all.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, you could read the description of what it was. I was like, oh, yeah, that's going to fail.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Yeah, it's not the same.
I mean, you got to make them a little cartoony.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not the same.
It's not that I'm saying that things shouldn't change and they need to stay the same, but it's nice to acknowledge your past and
Right. What made you great?
yeah, like what made you great and what made you profitable isn't what you're doing anymore, and you're not nearly as profitable as you were. You'd think somebody would change something.
Just re-release them again, like they did for the 40th anniversary, which blows my mind that they waited this long to do a. Hey, let's reissue some of these classic toys,
Right.
And build up some more interest in Happy Meals now that adults are just buying them just to
Have less calories and
Yeah.
smaller portions.
Or, I'd even go so far as to suggest, and if they're listening, I would love a paycheck paid to my account.
Yep, we'll send
But
you the
they
details.
should work with an actual toy manufacturer and actually make good quality reprints of things that they've done in the past. like actually high
Like
end stuff.
I was gonna say, NECA has done re-releases lately that have been pretty good stuff, actually.
Yeah, just make sure to stamp the correct year on there, so people don't try to pass them off as originals.
Yeah.
Or change the color or something,
Maybe-
even slightly.
Have display bases or display cases or things like that.
Yeah.
Like, and then like do like a year line where like this came out in this year, and maybe like a best of kind of thing, and have like a display case. Take that check payable to me.
Which, whenever you would go into a McDonald's and you would see the Happy Meal display for what toys we have available, or this is what promotion we're running now.
I forgot about
Some
that.
of those were really nice looking
Oh,
and
yeah.
really well done.
Yeah.
And are actually, some of them in great shape, are worth some good money. As are some of the Happy Meal boxes, which, most of them would just get thrown out in the trash. Unless you had somebody that thought, I'm going to hang on to that. I'm just going to unfold it, put it flat, and store them. And, 'cause, I mean, they'd be easy to store. You just flatten them down and then stack them. And you don't have to keep them put together or folded in shape. I mean, you could store them that way, but take up more space. You just flatten them and stack them. I mean, there are people that do collect them. And I mean, they just have the little iconic little golden arch handle. Just so simple. But man, so much childhood enjoyment and memories, and some really neat little things in them little cardboard boxes.
I mean, looking back and just researching this, some of the lines that they've came out with over the years, there's things that now I look at and I think, if they release that now, me being the age I am, I'd consider going
That'd be
and
interesting.
trying to get the whole line. But looking at the stuff that they release now, I don't have the slightest interest in really any of it.
Yeah, I got a couple of them for when they did Incredibles 2 a year or so ago. I think I've got Jack Upside Down. And it's pretty neat. They use like magnets, so he's kind of like suspended upside down in this little thing, and he's not touching anything. He's just there. Like, that's cool. Then I've also got, I cannot remember her name. The one that
Violet?
No, the lady that does their suits.
Edna Mode?
Yep. Yeah, I've got her. She sits on a chair or something like that. Those are the only ones I ended up getting. I'm like, I'm not going to go try to get all of them. But
Slippery slope.
Yeah, I did want the Jack one. I'm like, that one's cool. I like Jack. Yeah. And then, what was it? Why? I just really wish I knew why they switched to bags for a while, where they didn't do the little cardboard boxes.
I don't have any memory of this.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was not very long, but it's like once in a while they'll do these bags. I'm like, why?
Did you run out of boxes?
No.
Like at Taco Bell, and they run out of the boxes for the $5 things.
Yep.
It's like,
Oh, well.
the whole reason I came was to get that code in the box.
Trying to win an Xbox. Just
Yeah,
saying.
even though I have one, I'm trying to win another one.
Right.
I want my light to go dong when I push it on.
Right.
Yeah.
When I powered on.
Or even lazier, like the time whenever we were in Huntsville, and we stopped at the one Taco Bell the way in, and we both got the box, and they didn't even fold the boxes. They just gave us a tray with all the food on it and just put the box still flattened out on it. And it's like,
They knew.
they knew. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's the one that got me sick.
Which is because we ordered the same
Thing.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. It is weird how that can
Yeah.
work. Two people eat at the same place. One person gets sick, the other doesn't.
And I almost never get sick from any, like, food poisoning, anything.
The last time, I had that Taco Bell about almost a year ago. Oof. It was rough. It was rough. So I know the feeling, man. Painful. No, I'm like you, though, Justice. You put out nice little toys. I'd consider going.
Oh, sure. I mean, there's the McDonald's in Lynn, Missouri, which, if anyone's not familiar, it's
On the way to Jefferson
a little
City.
east
from
of
St.
Jefferson
Louis.
City.
Yep.
And
Very small.
probably
little
about
town.
20 minutes east of Jefferson City. And because I would go to Jefferson City for the last year and a half, monthly, sometimes bi-weekly, sometimes weekly, a couple times even twice a week. So I pass through Lynn a lot. And there's a McDonald's right there off the highway. And that's the one I usually stopped at if I needed to make a quick stop, have a little bite to eat, get a little beverage. For some reason, I always wanted to find a way to stop there. And I'd go in and just kind of look around and see what the Happy Meal stuff was. And just because I was always curious. Yeah, it just,
Yeah, some of the
nothing
things-
about the place in general, the look, the colors,
so drab.
it's the toy offerings. I just look around, I think, not that it should stay the way it was that I remember as a kid, and I know that nostalgia, foggy glasses kind of lie to us
Yeah.
sometimes, but
Very foggy.
it just, nothing about it seemed very appealing like it used to.
Yeah, just
It was
cookie
sad.
cutter shapes and stuff like that now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a coffee person, so McCafe stuff doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
To be fair, being a coffee person, there's too much sugar for this old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are pretty hopped up. Oof. Yeah.
But it would be my excuse to, if they had the decent toys, like, that'd be my excuse to be like, oh, well, I'm driving through anyways.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Might as
stop.
well partake.
See what they got.
But no.
Yeah. Just re-release some of those little things and play up on your nostalgia.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
think even, all of the chains could do better at that.
Oh, sure.
Like with Burger King and the Burger King,
Yeah.
Wendy's. And,
Sneak King.
Yeah. The Xbox 360 game. Which that was pretty cool.
That's
Hey,
it's a great idea.
yeah. I mean, I know McDonald's has done like Ronald McDonald. There's Met Kids. There's a couple of games for the old NES that are like McDonald's branded.
I wonder who developed those.
I don't know. I have to look at that up.
I would be willing to bet that LJN had nothing to do with it. I'm just throwing it out there. I bet they were not involved. If it was a movie tie-in, I'd say it probably was them.
Yeah. Yeah, they could definitely do a better job with all this.
Oh, sure. And I only pick on McDonald's just because they're, looking back, arguably the Happy Meal is, like we said at the beginning, that's the one you usually think of.
Big Kids Meal, Mighty Kids Meal, and all these different titles and stuff. But yeah, better than just going to a sit-down chain restaurant and giving you a child's menu, which doubles as a coloring pad and
And they only
pack
give
of
you like three crayons.
Yep.
that break and always fall on the floor because little kids just can't keep them on the table. There it goes. Yeah.
Or they have pieces of the other colors on the crayons because someone's been scribbling over the same colors, and your blue is now suddenly green.
Yeah.
I was going to say they don't even give you the primary colors.
Yeah.
Give you like purple, brown, and orange.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, this is going to make some interesting looking grass and a tree.
Oh, and would you like chicken strips or the hamburger?
Yeah.
Those are your only two
With
choices.
soggy
kid.
fries.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Soggy crinkle fries.
Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much all I got for this episode, guys. I don't know if there's anything else you want to toss in here real quick.
That pretty much wraps it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, let us know what some of your favorites are. Some of the things you may remember if you have any favorite Happy Meal, or we'll just say kids' meal memories. Did you have a particular chain that you preferred? Is there anything particular line that you liked? Various toys? Yeah, just let us know.
Or if you still have them, send pictures of them.
Yeah. Put a picture on Instagram and tag us at Back2PastPod. This is our, I believe, both Twitter and Instagram.
Or if you're into the Facebook group thing.
Yep.
We're there too.
Yep, definitely search for our Facebook group, Back to the Past Podcast. Links typically in the show notes as well, so you can always find that. I'll probably link to Instagram and everything else too in there if I have not already. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you want to send us an email, contact@backtothepastpod.com. And yeah, that pretty much does it. It's really been fun looking back, and I like to dig through all these little toys you got here, but I know...
Wouldn't make for good listening.
No, wouldn't make for good listening. It's like, oh, look at this guy. Yeah, that's real exciting for audio listeners.
But yeah, that's more of a video thing.
Yeah, which we do not do.
No.
So, anyway, that's going to do it. We'll probably share some pictures of toys throughout the coming weeks and stuff like that. Just because, well, Justin, you got a bunch of them. You like taking and sharing pictures on Instagram. So, yeah, let you log into that account and put some things up there. But that does it. It's been fun, guys. Mm-hmm. So we will talk to you next time when we get back from the past.
Ooh, so cute! Looking for somewhere cool to go? You can cruise into Burger King. Yeah!
This is the fearsome Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Hey, I know that guy. He hasn't been eating too well. That reminds me, I'm hungry. Your favorite dinosaurs from the Land Before Time videos have come to Burger King. One comes with a cool dino cart in every Kids Club meal. Burger King Kids Club. Great food, cool stuff, kids only.
Delta Airlines just turned 100 and is already shaping the next century of flight with the Delta Sustainable Skies Lab. Here, they're building the future of flight. Think electric air taxis and next-gen aircraft aiming to cut fuel burn significantly. And this isn't just future talk. Today, their fleet of Boeing 737s have marine-like finlets designed to reshape airflow that reduces drag. The future of travel is more sustainable, and Delta's leading the way. Learn more at delta.com/sustainability.